How much does it cost to hire a business consultant? There's a reason some consultants charge $100 an hour and others charge $10,000 flat. But price alone doesn't tell you anything. In this episode, we're going to walk through how to evaluate a consultant's true value and how to position yourself if you're a consultant. So whether you're looking to hire or be hired, the principles in this episode will help you make smarter, more profitable decisions. Let's dive right in. So from the perspective of a client that's looking into consulting, the question that I have for you is, can you really hone in on what you need? What does your business need? Because if you just want to grow, but you don't know what's missing, then you might not hire the right consultant, right? So you might need a consultant that can take a look at your business and make recommendations based on what they think you need. And in that case, you might want to get a few different opinions. I mean, the main value of a consultant is they can see things that you can't, or they've been down a path that you've never navigated before, but they've helped many people down that path before. So as consultants are taking a look at your business and trying to figure out where the sticking points are, where the bottlenecks are, what's holding you back, what pieces are missing, the way that my brain works is I can't not focus on the end result. So I have to have clarity on what is it that I want to accomplish? What challenge am I wanting to overcome? So when I look at that end result, and then I look at the steps that we're taking, or maybe the pieces that might be missing, I can see clearly in my brain if it's leading to that end result or not. So that's the first goal, is to find out, where are you going? What is the end result that you want? And then two, does it match what this consultant can do for you? I mean, does the consultant have the experience of getting there themselves? Have they helped other people achieve that same result? So when we're talking about price or cost, whether something is affordable or if it's expensive, it becomes expensive if you don't get the result, right? So if you're making an investment towards something, what is that result worth? And let's just say the result is worth $1 million. And the consultant's going to charge you $50,000 to get there. That's very affordable. But on the other hand, if the result that you get is only $50,000, but you've paid the consultant $1 million, that was totally expensive. That was a waste of money. So a consultant that charges $100 an hour could be way expensive, and the consultant that charged you $10,000 right up front, that could be a steal of a deal. Now, if you're having a conversation with a potential coach or consultant, and they're really focused on billing you for their time, I would actually keep looking, okay? Somebody that's focused on time as opposed to focused on the result, they're just new in their career. They're just trying to figure out, well, how do I charge people? Yeah, I'm just gonna charge them by my time, and that favors them, but it doesn't favor you. So when you hire a consultant, you're hiring their ability to get you that end result. And yeah, it's going to take a certain amount of time, but everyone's different. And if you're focusing on that wrong metric of time, then you're just going to be paying for time, and there's not going to be a reason to get that result quicker. So I talk about finding out, have they helped other people get there before, to get that result before? You need to ask them for case studies. You need to look for testimonials. What types of businesses have they worked with? And how do those businesses compare to yours? Are they identical? Does he or she have real specialty in your niche? Or is this the consultant's first time in your space, thinking that it will translate into what you do? So let me give you an example. Let's say you need help with productivity and increasing productivity, and you go online and you're searching for productivity experts or productivity consultants, and you find somebody that had a video talking about ways to improve productivity, and you think, okay, this person can help me. Now let me contrast that with a more specific example. Let's say you're a dentist and you specifically need help improving productivity in your dental office, all right? And you go to Google or YouTube or ChatGPT, and you're typing in questions trying to find out how to improve your productivity in your office, and you find a person that has made a video titled How to Improve Productivity in a Dental Office. I mean, that is such an exact match. When you watch that person's video, you're going to be paying more attention because you know it applies directly to your situation. The dental team, as they watch this video, they're going to recognize that person as the best expert to help them. And that's the type of match that you want to find. So whether you're looking for a consultant or you are a consultant looking for clients, there needs to be a match. So the consultant really needs to hone in on the niche that they are really, really good at. In fact, I would say the best in the world at. And on the business owner side, the client needs to find a consultant that matches their business perfectly. Now, whether that's possible for what you're looking for or not in your niche, I would certainly look at it as a spectrum. Like, you're going to find people all along the spectrum, and those that are closest to that match are going to be the best people to help you. I want to share a story about an experience I had hiring a consultant in a specific area. He charged 40 grand. And I committed to that up front. I don't remember if I paid that up front, or I think I did spread it out over a few months, but I committed to paying $40,000 before working with this individual. After working with this individual for about 6 months, I realized what his strengths and weaknesses were, and the weaknesses were such that we couldn't finish the project. He took me part of the way, so I had to go back to the drawing board, and I found another consultant to help me pick up where we left off. With this new consultant though, I wasn't going to pay or commit to anything up front. I'm like, we're going to commit to $2,500 a month. That first month went fantastic, and we did the second month. And now I've continued to work with that consultant on a few different projects over several years. Now, to talk more on the consultant side, but from the business owner side, you should look for these things as well. You need to learn how to leverage systems and team and processes and strategy. So it's not a direct exchange of your time, because as a consultant, you're going to have a hard time really growing your business and building a profitable business if all you're doing is exchanging your time for dollars. A typical therapist that we can understand how their business model works, they might charge $150 per hour. And if they do 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week, then there's a certain dollar amount, right? And that's the ceiling of their income if they have a cram-packed schedule. What if they wanted to grow, right? They have to create systems or hire other people to help run those systems. Consulting is no different. If you look at your area of expertise, where is your time best spent? You could be doing some tasks that might be generating $10 an hour, some tasks that are $100 an hour. Some tasks might be $10,000 an hour, but there's really only an hour a month that you're really going to be doing that task. So you can gauge that and decide where you should be spending your time. The areas where you're not going to be spending your time, you can hire other people for, or you can use AI tools for, or create systems or automations, some type of system to make sure that those steps still happen, and that you get a focus on the areas that are the most leveraged. The biggest value of hiring a consultant is acceleration towards that end goal. So if you can find the right consultant, they can lead you to that end result much quicker. Like, I have a real strong expertise in organic marketing. I know how to get videos and content ranked at the top of Google, YouTube, and ChatGPT. I know how to turn that into leads for a business. But an area that I don't have a lot of experience in is areas like paid advertising, where you can test your funnels, test your offers, test your follow-up sequences, and really iterate quickly through paid ads. Most of the clients that come to me have done a lot of those things first. They've really fine-tuned their funnel. And so when we launch this YouTube campaign, it works extremely well in their business. One of my clients is doing very well on YouTube, but they wanted to fine-tune their funnels more and figure out, like, they were just guessing on a lot of their landing pages, their promo offers, their pricing, their packaging. And so they hired a consultant to help them on that side of it. And the rate of acceleration of them getting results, it's only been a month and a half, and it's made a drastic improvement in the amount of people, the conversations that he's having, and it's making the results from these YouTube leads way more effective. So the focus of this episode is kind of talking about the value of a consultant, how to pick the right one, and knowing when a consultant should be hired. The next video that I highly recommend, it talks about what is authority marketing. Authority marketing is how a consultant can be seen as the go-to expert for their niche. Like, how do you position yourself? How do you determine what niche you should focus on? And how do you make it so that when people are looking for help in that space, that they find you at the top of YouTube, Google, and ChatGPT? So I highly recommend, I'll link to that video right here. It's called What is Authority Marketing? I'll see you there.